In day 131, the poet speaks about the ignorance that we have and the persistent effort to gain something in this ignorant world which is not permanent, which has become our habit, due to which we are caged here in spite of millions of years, sages and monks, realized masters imparting the absolute truth. We are unable to comprehend it because of the pleasure in performing actions, in gaining temporal pleasures. We shall see this in his own words. जीवा श्रेष्ठ थे स्पष्ट संगो निगेले परी जीव अज्ञान तैसे चिटेले देहे बुद्धि चे कर्म कोटे टलेना जुनेटे वने मी बने आकलेना. So this continues. June tevane mipane akalena. So we know this June, this old ancient what? Tevane, the wealth. What is the wealth? Generally being Akshaya Tritiya, being happened yesterday, the moment we think of wealth, we think of gold, platinum, silver, jewelry and all. And students think of books, pens, pencils and all. True. Yet other they think of position, power, etc. But what we are supposed to think here is the wealth of knowledge which puts an axe to the ignorance and takes us to eternity. The eternal truth is the wealth. Me pane akalena. This eternal truth, which is old and ancient, is not understood. Akalena is not understood. Why? Me pane, due to the egoism. So put an axe to the ego and be free from bondage. How to put an axe to egoism? We have been saying yesterday also. We said, think of Lord Ram at dawn and dusk. It goes on, isn't it? Here he says, Jivam shreshthate spasta sangoni gele. Jiva, the lives, or the creatures, the beings. And what sort of jiva? Insects? Moths? Rodents? No. Shrestha means the greatest. Means who are the greatest? Here, people who have realized all the sons, sadgurus, monks, sages, rishis, munis, siddhas, whatever you call them as. What? What did they do? Spasta, means clearly, without ambiguity, without any confusion. Sangoni gile. They went on saying. What were they saying? They saying that leave ego rise to the kingdom of heaven. How to live a go? They have shown a number of paths. They said this world is unreal. Come out of ignorance, come out of bondage, come out of I, me, and mine. They have been saying this. But what happened? Pari jiva ajnana taise tele. In spite of all that, Pari still, Jiva, the other creatures, not the Shrestha Jiva here, Ajnana Jiva. Jiva, Ajnana means people or the creatures which are in ignorance. What is ignorance? Giving reality to this materialistic carnal world and forgetting our own true self. Taisechi tele. We remained as before. Tele remained Taisechi as before. You have been seeing the n number of realized masters coming on to this planet explaining. We attend satsangs, we go and said we claim we get certificates of workshops, but has the transformation happened from inside? Is the question. Other side, these realized masters are tortured. They're accused for things not done. Why? Because they have become so popular, they gain so much of property. Others want to nab that. They don't have that ability to gain, so they want to snatch, grab, hold. Certainly, will they be in a position to maintain without an inner wealth, inner strength? They grab, they spoil everything. Or they put them behind bars. We have seen right from times immemorial. Hasn't Ramdas been put behind bars? Of course, one day again they realized they brought him out. That's a secondary issue. Wasn't Annamaya chained for having not praised the king? All selfishness. Nowadays, property, for the sake of property, to go to court. That temple, this temple. Think. So, Pari Jiva Ajnana Taisechite. We are in deep Ajnana. What is Ajnana? Giving reality to I, me, and mine. You see, when we are living in this world, that balance is required. Nobody says that shun the body. Yes, when you are feeling hungry, you have to eat. When you are tired, you have to sleep. For livelihood, you have to earn. The dependence you have to take care of. It's all there. The social norms there. But with all that inner knowledge should be there that all this is like a puppet show. Next he continues. Deha buddhi je karma koti talena. This deha buddhi, this bodily awareness, the strong binding with the body, because of that karma action are being done. What is that? All that is false. Talena, escape. We tend to enter into faithless deeds they could not escape. We think by doing this, but we keep on doing action after action, gaining something or something, but never satisfied. And then next, and then next, and then next. That permanent, eternal satisfaction comes from within. Forgetting that with ignorance we are working in the world outside for happiness. And no object gives you permanent happiness, my dear friends. A person who has Who doesn't have slippers, he needs a shoe. A person who has a shoe, he needs a branded one. And there's a person who doesn't have a leg, he needs leg. Think anything. A person who doesn't have house, he needs a house. A person who has a house, he wants a bungalow. A person who has a bungalow, he wants a villa, not a flat or something. Now you see the state of the owner of Tesla who was owning Twitter. He stays in a very small studio apartment like thing. He has given up language all his property. Think